Okay, my throat is not clear.
Okay. So would it be fair to say that you had a no nonsense approach?
Yes, because we were in school to learn. So when the second bell, we had the bells to ring. First bell, you go to your classroom. The second bell, you close the door and you start your work. So when the second bell sounded, I really started my classroom. Closed the door, my assignment was on the board, and they knew exactly what to do. They would sit down, and while they were sitting and getting themselves in place, I was checking the roll. I didn't call roll every day. So, but I knew the seating chart. So we started work right away. So they had no time to socialize. When the last bell sounded, I let them go. The other class came in. So we didn't do all this playing around in the classroom like a lot of students and teachers did.
Yeah.
So there was no nonsense. We came in, we worked. We had to type. So we typed.
Yeah.
We had to do the shorthand, so we did the shorthand. We had to open our books and study our lesson according to, it was a general business book. And I taught that subject. We taught insurance, banking, and just all the general business things that you would do out in the world. And that lady called me not too long ago, and she said, because of that class, and I had a speaker to come in, she had been a paralegal for 30 years, and she gave me credit for presenting a speaker and that class to her. And then there were just so many other people who had been out in the business world. And I know a pastor who was here in Jackson, so he went to the Army, and they said, who can type? And he said, oh, I can. So as a result of him learning how to type, or knowing how to type, he was promoted and was able to stay in the office and work.
Is there any, as far as you learning your style of teaching, did that just come over time, or was there a teacher that you mimicked?
I think he came, I can't think
Talk
of
a
a
little
teacher.
louder.
I can't think of a teacher that I remember because in high school that we were in the country, we didn't have typewriter. We didn't have the classes that I was interested in taking. I wanted to get out into the business world. So we did not have typewriter. Mama had to pay somebody 25 cents a day to teach me typing during the lunch hour. She had to pay somebody 25 cents a lesson to teach me how to play the piano, which I never learned how to play very well.
Mm-hmm.
But my teachers in the country were not as well versed as the ones in the city because they just pulled people in, looked like just to fill the quota.
Yeah.
And I had been going to school in New Orleans, so I had a different perspective of education than a lot of my friends and my classmates had.
Okay.
When we graduated, it was only 9 people in my class.
Oh.
9 people, 8 girls and 1 boy.
Wow.
And I think 2 or 3 of us went to college. But it was in my background to go to college. I wanted to be, all I could think about, I want to go to college. I want to go to college. I want to learn how to type. I want to do something. And so as a result, I was the first person in my family to go to college. And my daddy, well, I got a scholarship at Alcorn, $75. And my major was home economics. I said, oh Lord, this is not gonna work. So I changed my major the next year to business education. And that's where I landed. And graduated in 4 years, married,
Mm-hmm.
had 3 children, worked in Monticello High. There's a lot of students of my students here in Jackson who are working in different occupations, some lawyers, doctors, and whatever. And so I think I've been successful, or I've been successful in their lives.
Yes. Okay. All right.